Hey guys, this is Rachel from Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to make the Shanghai Square from the 2020 VVCAL. I'm starting with a slip knot, and I'm going to chain 3 and slip stitch in the 3rd chain from the hook. And of course you can chain 4 or do a magic ring, whatever center you prefer. And then straight into the center ring, I'm going to make a beginning treble. And how I do that is without chaining up, I'm going to make a single crochet and chain 2. And that's going to count as the first treble of the round. And then you're going to make 15 trebles in your center ring. So you have a total of 16, including your beginning treble. Alrighty, so my first round is finished. I just need to slip stitch into the beginning treble right into the top chain there with the slip stitch. And then starting in the next stitch for the next round, not in the joining stitch, but the next one, you're going to work a beginning DC, and that's going to be just going straight into a single crochet and then chain 1. And that's the first double crochet of the round. Now we're going to make another full double crochet in the same stitch, and then you're just going to work 2 double crochet in each stitch around so you get back to the beginning. All right, my second round is done. I'll slip stitch into the beginning DC, into the chain of the beginning DC there. All right, and then into the next stitch, not the joining stitch, but the first full DC here, we're going to work single crochet and then chain 3 and then skip 1 stitch, single crochet in the next stitch. And that's your repeat. Chain 3, skip 1, single, all the way around. Okay, so here's how round 3 looks when it's finished, and I did go ahead and slip stitch in the first single of the round. And now we're going to work sort of petals into these chain 3 spaces. So first we're going to go straight into the chain 3 space without chaining up and make a single crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, another double crochet, chain 1 and a single. And we're going to work that same pattern in each of the chain 3 spaces. So just going straight into the next chain space, single, chain, double, chain, double, chain again, and single. Okay, so here's how the petals are going to look, just working that in all these chain spaces. All right, so you can see how this round looks when it's done. I did my slip stitch in the first single of the round, and I've got my petals here, and I'm ready to work the next round, which is going to be just a round of chain spaces that will allow me to have these petals sit at the front of the work. So the first thing we're going to do is release the loop from the hook, go back to front through that same joining stitch, and then you're going to put the loop on the hook and pull it through to the back so that your working loop ends up at the back behind the petals. You can do it. All right, and then just pull it through to the back. Okay, so now my working loop's at the back there. Then the first thing I'm going to do is make a single crochet working behind the petals, and you're going to make that single around this single crochet from 2 rows before. So you're going to just put your hook through this space here and then back through that space and make your single around that single crochet. All right, so here's how my single looks. That's the first one of the round, and then chain 3 and then fold the next set of petals forward if you want, or just make sure you go back to front through this space and front to back through the next space. That way whenever you work your single, you're working it around that single, and I'll show you how it looks from the back and from the front when I'm done. So then you chain 3, and that's just going to be your repeat. Chain 3 and make your single crochet around that single all the way around so you get back to the beginning. Okay, so you see how the singles are kind of sideways, and you can see those bars there from the front. Then from the back, you have chain spaces. Okay, so from the front, you can see the singles worked around those singles from 2 rounds before. And then from the back, you can see I have a ring of chain spaces to work into. And I joined with the slip stitch into my first single of the round. And now I'm gonna work kind of folding the petals forward because I'm gonna work into these chain spaces. So into the first chain space, I'm gonna make 3 singles without chaining up because I don't chain up for a single crochet. All right, so 3 singles. Then in the next chain space, 3 half double crochets. And then in the next chain space, I'm gonna make a corner. So I'm gonna work 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. And then continuing across my next side. So here's how we're looking so far. Continuing from my next side, I'm gonna make 3 half doubles in the next chain space. Then I'm back to my repeat again with 3 singles in the next chain space. Okay, so my next move is gonna be to work my next 3 half doubles. And you can see how this is gonna kind of form a square here. All right, so just work that way all the way around. Okay, so here's how my round looks when it's finished. And you can see I have all my petals kind of lifted up so you can see how the round looks. Here's how it looks from the back. And then I made my slip stitch in the first single. And then when you can see when you lay the petals flat, that round pretty much disappears, but it's behind so you could work your next round into that same round. So you're gonna keep folding your petals forward to work the next round as well. All right, so for the next round, in the next single crochet, so it's the center single of those 3 in that group, you're gonna make a beginning DC. So just go straight into the stitch without chaining up with the single crochet and then chain 1. And then we're gonna chain 1 again, but this one is just a chain space. And then skip a stitch and double crochet into the next stitch. Then chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Again, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Now when we chain 1, we're gonna be at our corner here, and you're just gonna work 2 doubles, and then chain 2, and then 2 more doubles in the same chain space. And that's our corner. All right, so now we're just gonna chain 1, skip 1, double crochet all the way across to the next corner. And then 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles in your corner stitch. Okay, so here's how we're looking so far. And we're gonna work that way all the way around till we're back to the beginning. Alrighty, so again, here's how the round looks. The petals are standing up to show you the round complete. And I slip stitched in the beginning DC, leaving that chain 1 space alone. I just worked into the chain 1 of the beginning DC here with a slip stitch. And let me flatten out these petals just so you can see how this looks. And now you can see this round a little better, but the petals still lay flat. And here's how it looks from the back. All right, so now our next round is our last round, and we're just gonna make a round of single crochet. So in all of the stitches and spaces around, make 1 single. And then when you get to the corner, you're gonna put 3 single crochet in the corner chain space. Super simple round. Okay. All right, so our Shanghai Square is finished from the 2020 VVCAL. I did go ahead and slip stitch into the first single of the round here, and you can see how it looks when the square is all complete. For all the rest of these squares, you can go to cypresstextiles.net, and also I have playlists on my YouTube channel for the 2020 VVCAL as well as the 2018 VVCAL, and I'm working on the videos from the 2016 one. So I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.